Oh, de do, de do, de do. Let's see here. Only Chatterula. Chatterula. Rules. With a capital F. 3, 2, 1. Another. Hello. Hang on. Sorry. I was laughing. Hello, everybody. Pop the chat out and move it over. Hello, Michelle. And 1 second while I restore that down, move it over so that I can see all of you and you can see me too. Hello, everybody. In case you're all wondering what that is, that's my ever-present companion there. Hi, Michelle. Let me properly greet you along with... Hang on 1 second. Oh, goodness. Oh, sorry about that. I've been fighting the coughing bug all day. All right, that's going to be better. Hi, everybody. I don't know how many of you got to see my earlier video today, but it goes a long way to explaining what we're up to today. But just for a moment, I thought I'd go ahead and say hi. This, by the way, gorgeous creature, come over here, say hi to everybody. Yeah, she seems to have planted herself on my desk. She's bound and determined to be here. She'll do cute things. Hopefully, she'll stay out of the way. But if you really want to see how cute she is, check out the earlier video. It was all I could do to keep her from being a camera hog. This is Coriander, and she is a character. She is a character. She wants to be in the middle of everything. And, oh, yes, don't look at me like that. Did I disturb you? Were you sound asleep? All right, that's enough. Anyway, so welcome to It Must Be a Adult Coloring Sunday with CLAldridgeArt. Hi, Elizabeth. It's good to see you. I'm fighting coughing today, so I'm trying very hard to, once again, modulate my voice. We're setting a temperature record here in Virginia for how warm it is for a day in January. And of course, that just wreaks havoc with my breathing. She is cute, but man, I'll tell you what, she has been pushing my boundaries or pushing my buttons for many, many hours now. Not only did she walk through the pan pastels so that I now have green footprints everywhere, but she, basically got into the middle of what I was working on and blurred it all. Anyway, we don't want to talk about that. Got her banned from the office for just a little while, but then I couldn't. She is a camera diva. I had no idea. See, that's because she had never really been allowed here in my office. So, but she is wreaking havoc with my lighting. Sweetheart. Oh, there we go. Well, maybe that was my bad. Maybe it was my bad that was covering up the lighting, huh? Okay, well, she says, every once in a while, I'll just pop into the shot and do my cute thing. Hello, Crystal. Nice to see you. And hi, everybody, and welcome to Sunday. So, a couple of orders of business. Hi, Libby. Okay, you can't stay. Oh, I'm sorry that your daughter is in the hospital. Um, I'm glad that she's improving, though. Oh my goodness, still in ICU. Okay, I guess I did not know, Libby, that your daughter was in the hospital. So I'm very glad to hear that she is improving. Really, really. And okay, um, and hugs to you and all the people that you love. Um, and Elizabeth E., you have two cats that are probably both. Are they are they uh, are they attention seekers? I never thought that Coriander was an attention seeker. You know, she was 6.5 years old when I adopted her, and I've had her at least 6 years. So, you know, she's at least 12 and a half. And it's about, I guess it's funny that she is turned into a little camera diva. Anyway, this is a new drawing that I just finished. It is another mandala. I it's a full page, but it's still a mandala. I mean, come on. And I do draw other things other than mandalas, but these seem to be. I mean, I guess maybe it's because the mandala book is still outselling all my other books, and I just don't get it. But people love mandalas. And so I'm going to deliver the mandalas if that's what they want. This one is called Homage to a Quilt, and it has, hey, you. Hi, Melody. Um, okay. And we're going to color in Friends from uh, My Imaginary World today. Hang on just a second here. Cat, okay. Settle. Here's your toy. You can have this one because it doesn't have a pad. Yes, you can have that one. She went after the ones with the pads, so I finally took the pad off and gave her a tool, and she seems to be fairly happy with that for a while. At any rate, so it's got a bunch. I mean, there's the patchwork quilt and the pieced quilt and the daisy chain quilt and the wedding ring quilt and the bow tie quilt. They're all represented in this drawing. So, homage to a quilt, and it is available in my Etsy shop now. There are links, of course, to my Etsy shop below in the description, as there always is to everything that I show today. Hi, Donna, and sorry, and three divas that Michelle has. My goodness, and Corolla. I know Corolla has two divas, um, Baloo and Gizmo, and and hi, Sue Thomas, and hello, Cassie Z and 3 Art. Uh, you are new here, and welcome, welcome. I saw your message earlier. Thank you so very much. And yes, you do finally get to see the cat. She's a little goofball, is what she is. And sweetheart, you're pushing it again. Here, take it over there. Take your toy over there, okay? Yeah, take your toy over there. Over there. Over where? Over there. So you're not in the middle of a shot. Okay, so we've covered that. So that is an, oh, and of course, hang on. Let me grab it real quick because I made a new Easter egg coupon. Now, it used to be that the discount was on everything, and now it is only on books and sets. But if you use this link to go shop in my Etsy shop, you will get 25% off any books or sets of drawings. So anything that's a set of 4, Generally, it's all the stuff that's $5 and above, basically. Should you fall asleep, Melody, thank you for coming. And I sincerely hope that the sound of my voice does actually lull you to sleep. I know that you have said that it does. So that is good because I want that for you. Okay, so we've talked about that. All right, now, so that is okay. So the whoop, now I've got hang on, I've got a document sitting in front of my. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Sorry about the glare. These are these gorgeous pan pastels. There is a cat footprint in this one, and that footprint is tracked literally everywhere in my house. I have hardwood floors. I could track her all the way to the kitchen, all the way back, all over my desk. Every step she took, there's a green. There is a green footprint, which is one of the reasons why she's working my last nerve today. So we are going to color with these in this. Now, this is not one of my books, obviously. This is from Jane F. Hankins, and this book was kindly gifted to me by Melody, who is here and who I'm going to try and lull to sleep with my voice. And this is the first page that I colored in it, and I did this one with Derwent Inktense. Boy, we used a bunch of stuff on this. The Arteza water brushes, all kinds of different stuff. Oh no, did you knock it off on the floor? And so what we're going to color with this is the gypsy moth. Now, I did look up, gypsy moths. Hello, Pat, Cajun Sunshine, and hello, Nika, and hello, Joey, and Nika, I never know if you want everybody to know your real name or not, so I've decided that I'm going to let you say yes or no to that. Otherwise, I'm just going to call you Nika. Because it occurred, I heard Anne at A Colorful Life say that there are people that don't want other people to know their real names. That's why they use screen names. And I have always, just cavalierly gone out there and called people by their real names. And so, okay, good. Caroline, thank you. Sweetheart, no. No, no. As in no. If you want your toy back, you'll just have to go down on the floor and get it. Got it? Okay. This is the watercolor that I worked on this week. Actually, I just did this one this morning. And this is sort of the culmination of a week's worth of watching little tutorials. I learned how to do a pansy and the little cosmos type flowers and all kinds of little things. So, this is basically what I've been doing. Hang on. I am sorry, my airways are trying really hard to close down. And part of that is because it is so warm. Okay, that's enough. All right, enough. Yeah. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm just reading chat. All right. Now I am terrible, by the way. But hello, Melinda. For those of you who are new here, I normally will cough a little bit, but not quite this much. Part of what is going on is Virginia's having a lot of temperature fluctuations this week. I am allergic to mold. We've got a lot of mold. leaf mold. And I smoke. So my, there's the drawing that I want. So all of those things working together are not good for my lungs. And for the last couple weeks, I've really been fighting it. And okay, and the other thing I wanted to do is check in. All right, Pat. All right, so I've been sort of following along with what you've had going on, honey. I'm sorry that you are having to go through this, and I hope it goes away soon as well. And Donna, I'm okay. So I have nothing to do or say. Oh, well, we all have a pretty much dull life. Mine is pretty much just watching, learning art and different techniques and hopefully working a little bit so that I can get, books. Yeah, I do need an inhaler, Sue, but we've had that conversation before. Doctors, insurance, don't have any, can't do it, can't afford it if I could. All right, no worry. Yes, exactly, Cassie. You're in what, North Carolina or something like that? If I remember correctly, are you in a husky? Anyway, so and yes, I do look people up. And yes, Caroline, I do. Part of it is I need I had a never mind. I have a piece of mucus that was trying hard to come out, and I think it finally did. So, okay. Now, I've been watching Vicky over on Vicky's channel, and she's been coloring in Momo Girl with pan pastels. Now, I also this morning watched a lady who colors pan pastels or colors using pan pastels with a brush. So I tried that, and I don't have any brushes that are the right material. She was using makeup brushes, not the applicators, but actual brushes that were designed for applying makeup. And she was from Australia, and she had the name of the place that carries them for Amazon and had links, but obviously there's no way I could get brushes here. So instead, I am going to use these little applicators. Now, even though I do have the soft tools, all of them that came with, that Lisa was kind enough to send me, none of these has the, they're all too unwieldy for what I need to do in this particular book. So I am going to go ahead and use these little guys, except for the areas of the sky. And I am going to use both the Jane Davenport pan pastels and the color fit pan pastels, because I do have a fairly limited color palette. This is going to be our main palette, but I wanted to be able to do the moon and some other stuff down here, and so I needed these extra colors. So, oh my goodness, see, now I coughed that bit of mucus out, and suddenly I can actually not be coughing every 2 seconds. Asheville for 20 years. And okay, Greensboro. Oh, Greensboro. Okay. Let's see. I had the only thing I know about North Carolina is that I had to drive through it. Well, it sits about 14 miles below me. I know that because I'm in Virginia. So I'm in Virginia Beach, and you're in, North Carolina. So we share a state border, probably within spitting distance. Uh, it's almost 70 here too. Well, actually, Nika, I think it is 70 something. It was almost 77 degrees yesterday. So it's just ridiculous. And uh, okay, Bakersville. Okay, Wisconsin too. Oh, I know. Wait, Melinda, aren't you in? No, Wisconsin. No, you're in Minnesota. The Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, no. Yeah, yes. Oh my goodness, you're so sick of New York. Well, you can always come, to Virginia. And oh, it's chilly in Louisiana now. That is unusual. That is unusual. It's okay, Cassie. It's okay. It's Minnesota. Sorry, but you're from Wisconsin originally. Okay. Um, Sorry, the cat is just being too freaking adorable. Look at that little face. She's gonna put her little face in it no matter what. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna zoom you. I'm gonna zoom her right out of the picture. And I apologize that it is dark on this side. Uh, Part of that is where I've got the camera, and the other part is that I just don't have an awful lot of light on that side. Hello, Louise. Hello, Donitas. Donatina. Sorry. Hello, Donatinas. Donatina. I'm assuming that Donatina's Fantasy is the name of your channel or whatever. And Myrtle Beach. Oh, that's the other thing I knew about it. It's on the way to Myrtle Beach, and I did have a friend who lived in Kannapolis. Is that right? That sits right above Charlotte, I think, or Charlottesville. Beats the heck out of me. Anyway, okay, because I've been to Myrtle Beach. When I very first moved out here, I came from Virginia or from Nevada, and one of the folks that I knew in Nevada lived or was originally from where was he from? Atlanta, Georgia, I think. And so they wanted to. He had moved back, and everybody wanted a central place to meet. So we ended up in Myrtle Beach and rented a house there for a week. It was nice. I'm trying to better than Myrtle Beach. Over here, it's a whole day of rain. Oh, I'm sorry. Now you are Corolla. Are you in? I want to say that you are in Dutch. Is that Holland, or am I wrong? Am I in the wrong area, or are you the Netherlands? I cannot remember. Because I know you are Caroline's daughter, or aren't you? Or do I have that wrong too? Anyway, Christine's convertible. Yes, I do have a convertible. Yes, you are. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. See, I do. All right. So this I wanted to say. A gypsy moth is boring. A gypsy moth is brown. it's the big brown moths that, we have. But a lunar moth is green and purple and gorgeous shades of blue and all the really cool colors that are in this set. Now, once again, this set is really, it's called, the owner of Pan Pastel, the creator, is, I believe, Christine or Susan. Susan, that's it. And so this is, let's see if I can get it out of here. This is the brochure doohickey, which shows all the really cool flowers that you can color with this particular Pan Pastel tints. So sort of using this as a guide to colors that can be made using this, I decided that would be perfect for creating a Luna moth. And so that she is going to be a Luna moth. And she's going to be highlighted by this moon up here in a dark sky. And there are going to be clouds, obviously, behind her. And we're going to achieve all of that. Yeah, right. And this is my first time really using these things. Just like Connie, who's also in the Netherlands. Okay, got it. Yes. And because I knew you were all up there, or from up, in the same general vicinity. All right, so use white sort of to start on this, because I also want to use this sort of yellowy color. And you all know me, I just go for it. I don't give it a whole lot of will it work thought or anything like that. I just go for it. And so that is what I'm going to do here. So I am going, oops. And it doesn't matter if everything is perfect or if it's, all the right, I just don't get, I try not to get involved in, the whole, is it wrong? That's not a question I ever ask myself. I never say, can I do this? I always say, I got to figure out how to do this. So that is, well, I'm just slowly sort of working color out. Because I can make this lighter. So that, I just wanted to get something down there so that I preserve that. All right, we can get rid of that now. So now, I'm going to take up one of these bigger tools. If you do have questions or comments for me, if you would put them in caps, there is a better chance that I will see them. If I don't answer your question, or if I miss saying hello to you, please do not take it personally. I am notoriously awful at paying attention to what I'm doing and the chat. But I do go back and I do read my chat at the end of every show, and I do address questions that I receive or anything like that. Oh yes, undoubtedly, she is, like I said, she has been working my last nerve. But that's a story for another day. All right, so now this is, I believe, this is the ultramarine blue shade, and this is the phthalo blue shade. So phthalo blue is a like a blue green, and then of course ultramarine is a like a sea blue. And yes, they are pastels. These are pastels. And oh, I think I should use her tail as a tool. Would you like me to use your tail as a tool? Come back over here. So I am just going to start over here with some dark sky. So it is a night sky over here in lunar moth land. This is the farthest away, obviously, from, and I'm not going to worry about getting a little bit of it over onto the clouds. And the reason, of course, is because I can erase. Hi, Fiona. Nice to see you. And oh, you guys, if you do not follow Fiona Art right there, Fiona Art, go follow her. She has got the most fun, gorgeous acrylic pour channel. And hang on just 1 second. Give me one second. And I'll show you what she does. Now this is one that she was kind enough to send to me a long time ago, but now you should see the what she's doing now. Oh my goodness, they are absolutely stunning. And this is just, I love this particular painting. And so she does these, and this is her card right here. See, Fiona, you can't drop by and not have me call you out. and she sells it. And so definitely go visit her. She does live auctions all the way from Slovenia. And it's just incredible. Yeah, she did this one in 2019. And you can put it any way any way you fancy. I have it hanging like this. So anyway, whoops. So that's Fiona Art. Go subscribe to her channel. She's wonderful. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Okay, so I'm not worrying about going over a little bit here because I can hit it with an eraser. So, but I want to make sure that I am going to start to fade it out because I can make it much darker over here. But I want to fade it out as we go sort of toward the I'm trying not to get super close to making sure that the cat is not wreaking too much havoc there. Trying to keep an eye on her with one eye. Okay, so now I can, at this point, I'm going to start to go with a different tool. And let me get my, whoops. There it is. So I've got my, now this is a lighter blue. This is a phthalo blue shade, or tint, sorry. So this one has white in it. Just going to blend it out in here. So I can always go darker, but you can't, it's hard to come back from dark. And oh yeah, thank you, Melinda. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you, my dear. And hello to anybody who has come in. You're just preparing your paints for your live today, and you have to run. Okay. All righty. So, okay. So Fiona's going to go live today as well. So I think that is so wonderful. And yes, she does such she's got a new thing that she's doing right now, and it's just given her absolutely incredible results. I've been watching over the last couple days. Sweetheart, no, that's we're doing the pushing it thing again, right? Okay. Yeah, we've had that conversation, right? You don't want to push mom's last button. Please don't push my last button. Okay, so we're just going for the impression of here. And one of the most marvelous things about these pastels is you can just blend them right on top of each other. If it's too dark, you can just blend it right over the top. These really are two different blues. I'm just going to blend a little bit of that, the darker blue in there. Oh, yes, absolutely. Kim, that other thing. Yes, Kim. And if you want to put a link in, you certainly can. The other thing is that our Kim, who is such a wonderful member of the coloring community, she moderates for a lot of different channels. She does an absolutely excellent job. She's a wonderful fan of artists and colorists and YouTube channel owners alike. She has started her own Facebook coloring group. And so if you are on Facebook and you like coloring groups, please do join Kim's group and be an active member if you can. I did. I am a member there, and she's wonderful. So you don't know how to do links, okay? Well, hang on. Just tell us what is the name of the group. Hello, Diana. Nice to see you. Hello, Jill, B, and all the people who are coming in. Thank you so very much for being here. Okay, so we can still go darker on that sky, but we're looking pretty good. It's a pretty good blend so far. Let's see. Let's go back to the darker. This paper is taking this pastel so beautifully too. That's the thing about good paper, man. I've said it before. These, the Jane F. Hankins are expensive, but they are worth every single penny. And this one, which is the Friends of, is only $19.95 at the 9 by 12-inch size. At least it was over the holidays. I'm assuming that it still is. All the other ones are $40, but this is a great size. And then she also has limited editions of her books, or limited which ones are available in her Etsy shop, as well as PDFs. Okay, see, so that's looking pretty good. That is looking pretty good. Thank you, Melinda. I knew you'd do it. Thank you, Melinda. You are such a doll. And Kim, you and I, we're going to have to teach you how to do that. Are you on a device or on a laptop, Kim? If you're on a phone device, I don't know how to do it either. So, but maybe somebody who does can tell you. Ivy's Coloring Garden, that's it. Exactly. All right, now let's see where I did the overrun. I can erase it, obviously, with my electric eraser, but I wanted to see if I could just erase it with a regular. This is just my regular drawing eraser. And so that works, absolutely. All right, then, because I don't know, everybody has different kinds of erasers. So this is my kneaded eraser. So let's try this. Kind of shape it into a tapered little edge there. Oh, yep, that works too. Oops. Yeah, the kneaded eraser is probably a good choice because it doesn't leave all this residue like the other one does. Excuse me, Mr. Cat, Mrs. Cat, Coriander Cat. Excuse me, but you're right in the middle of my bed. How dare you turn on a camera right in the middle of my bed? I swear this cat. She used to at least, I mean, I put a post up on Facebook this week that said, how do I like the pastels so far, Christy? Well, so far they're doing okay. I do see that I need some more colors. I need some more colors, but other than that, these are so far they're doing great. I mean, look, I just did a sky, and now I'm gonna go do my. It's like, get on with it, Christine. Get on with it here. Okay. Yeah, this one works really good. And you just clean up the edges just like that. See if I can. I've really got it all over her. And all over her little antennae things. The antennae, I think I'm going to need the I think I might need the electric eraser for that. Or you can use the battery powered eraser. Which I know it drives. I'll try and talk over it so that it doesn't quite sound so much like a dentist drill going on. There we go. That was easier. Yeah. Setting up a new notebook so that you can do it right now. But right now you're on a phone. Okay, got it. Yeah, I find everything easier with my desktop now. I used to use my laptop. I loved my laptop, but I got to tell you that a laptop for editing video can be very, very tricky, especially if you wait. Do I have the right one? I must have the right one. It's the only one I have. Because mine was old. So when I upgraded, I had a choice laptops were way too expensive. Desktops were much more. You can. Oh, yeah. Battery powered eraser. This one is the AFMAT. AFMAT. AF like Frank, MAT. Yeah, they're not super expensive. And it runs on 2 AAA batteries. And I am an idiot to have. There we go. To have undone that. Yeah, I did not have one until Shara Craig said, "I can't believe you do not have an electric eraser or a battery powered eraser." I said, "No, quite frankly, the thought has never even occurred to me. I had all of these other kinds of erasers." All right, so now we've got all of that off of there. So the outside, the other thing that I do want to say is if you're going to work with pan pastels or any other kind of pastels, think about how you want to work on your page, because you don't want to be touching parts of it once you've completed them. So work from the top down if that's how you're going to do it. Now, because, of course, work from the top down. Because otherwise, and yes, I did just stumble on the floor. There we go. All right, so now I don't remember what I did with the other one that I had. So I'm going to go back to this for 2 reasons. One, I want to do the top of these clouds. Because I don't want them to be, I want them to be lit by the moon. You know what I mean? So just the top of the clouds lit by the moon. This layer as well. Dear, why are you scratching? It's because she says, because the temperature is so warm, the fleas have come out early. That would not be a good thing. Yeah, so if you do the tops of your clouds, then it sort of looks like they are a little bit lit. And I'm also going to do just the very edge of the top of her, so that, it's more like she's got moon glow on her. Top edge around. I mean, just because they're just suggestions of colors doesn't mean that you just leave the detail out. Of course, you can if you want. But. Okay. Oh, yay. Hey, the cat finally got down off the desk. Do you believe that? Okay, so now we're going to just add a little bit of the color in the top of these, even though they're farther away, just to add a little definition. Okay, just like that. Then I want these to be this lighter shade of lavender. So I'm going to go with this pan pastel and make the clouds I think that I need to be much more careful than that with blending it down too much, because the more you blend it down, the more purple it becomes. Now these are tints. So this is a violet tint. I don't know why I have such a difficult time saying that word. Violet. Violetta, man. Violetta. You're going into alert mode. You got to get soup started. Ooh, yum. Hello, Kathy Nichols. How are you? And welcome, welcome, and welcome to everybody and anybody who has come in, all the lurkers, anybody like that. Okay. Now I'm going for this white up here. Sorry. Or as close to white. Just to sort of kind of go around the edges of these. A little more moonstruck. So I can put that down on top of those clouds. I think that maybe I messed up. I think that maybe moon glow should have been done with an eraser as opposed to that sort of creamy color. But that's okay, because you know what? We have an eraser. All right, everybody who hates a dentist drill, plug your ears. That's a little better. That looks a little more like moon glow, doesn't it? Yes, I will use a fixative. And the one that I have is this one. I have the Krylon workable fixative. And so, you know, protects pencil, pastel, and chalk drawings, prevents smudging and wrinkling, allows easy rework. So this is the workable fixative. But of course, you have to spray that outside. So I like to only do it once if I can get away with it. I don't want to have to spray it multiple times. So, all right, now We'll do that one as well. We'll fade those all the way down. Okay. And unfortunately, now we got to do something on this side. But I learned on that first side, so this side actually goes a little faster. And that's one of the things that I love about figuring out how tools work. Because this is the first time I'm using these, other than, just that little test that you saw me do with some freehand flowers. And I'm doing it on a fairly beloved page. But I'm holding my own, I think. No news. Okay. Sorry, Kim. Okay. So now we need a real purple, though. I need a real purple for around the edge. And it just so happens that Jane Davenport has provided us with a real purple. So I am going to take her up on her offer, and I'm going to use real purple. And the reason why that's important is because the outside edge of the top of a Luna moth, is actually purple, according to all of the pictures that I saw. This part is all green, but this top leading edge is purple. So I'm going to color it purple. I love these, the way they blend. You can get such subtlety from them. I had about talked myself out of this. I thought, there's no way I'm going to ruin a Jane picture experimenting with pan pastels. And I'm glad that I didn't listen to myself. It is so easy for us to talk ourselves out of trying new things, isn't it? And we shouldn't do that. We should be adventurous. Okay, so I'm just fading that out. Your stalker is stalking. Wait. My stalker is stalking me my whole day, yes. Yeah, the kitty cat stalkers. Cats are such funny creatures, aren't they? Okay, so now I want to fade this one out too. Okay. So now I'm going to grab a different spongy and I am going to start with the, this is the chrome oxide green tin. Sorry. Brave with heroic results. Is that for me, Joey? She does. Yes, Jill. Jane has an Etsy shop. Well, I don't know that it's an Etsy shop. What I do know is that she has some PDFs. Is it Etsy or I don't know, but I do know that you can get there by going to janefhankins.com. Everybody keeps wanting to say Hawkins. It's Hankins. H-A-N, not H-A-W. Hankins.com. And I'm trying to keep myself from doing it too. Okay, so this is the green. And I'm just trying to be very, very light with it. And I'm going around some of these big circle things. But just going ahead and covering up some of the smaller ones. Now this is just a first layer because this is technically not a yellow enough green. This is more of a blue green, but I'm going to come with a yellow green here. Actually, I think that yellow green might be a better choice. So I'm just trying to be fairly gentle. I think maybe I went the wrong way with the, I think that this also was supposed to be purple. This sort of band right around here, but that's okay. It's my interpretation of a Luna moth. It can look however I want it to look. Oh, Christine, remember to talk. Was that the cat dashing by? I'm trying not to look anywhere else as I'm sort of figuring this out. You'll go to the bar if the body allows you to. Well, yeah, you own it, so hopefully you'll be able to go. Poor Pat, I know that you've just been getting a little more than your share, haven't you? That's a good wish for you for 2020, that all the health challenges get handled and everything is once again as it should be. Okay, so if I do that, then, oops, I need to do the outside of this. Since this is my own interpretation of a Luna moth, I wonder what would happen if I used this, and maybe not that particular one, maybe this one, sweetheart. No, 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 no. You're pushing it again. Push, 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 push. Yes. That's it. You're going to get tossed off if you don't, like, give it up. Give up being a pain, and you won't get pushed off the desk. Continue to be a pain, and you're going to be on the floor. Ooh, that's a little harsher than I wanted. Okay. Ooh, that'll work. Push the boundaries. Yeah. Yeah, they do that, don't they? They push those boundaries. Swear they're worse than having a kid. She pushed them pretty good in that video that I did earlier today, though. Actually, I should say it took me 2 days to do that video. Because at first I could not shift her off the, she kept wanting to be right in the middle of it. Once again, I still have this particular green footprint everywhere in my house. She just walked through it. My bad. I fell asleep at my desk. I fell asleep in my chair, actually, because I have a big, I have a really nice office desk chair, office chair that my ex got me, and it reclines. So it's great for if you want to just take a quick nap. So I took a quick nap, and the cat walked all the way through the pastels. So all I'm doing is making these just sort of darker. After all, this is my Luna moth. Can be any color I want it to be. There'll also be more shading, but just sort of trying to smooth this out for right now. Okay, now, because I can add, I'm going to be able to, remember I'm going to be able to add bling with gel pens or anything else that I might want to. So let me go back to the purple. Oh, thank you, Melinda. Okay. Back to the purple now. That's sort of a better idea of how that looks. I like purple and green. Okay, now let me see. Because we need to bring in a little bit of dark contrast. So let me go here, but I don't want very much. So let me be very quiet. I'm sorry about that. As I concentrate. Just adding a little bit of dark color around the of the blue here, around the absolute edges of these curves on the underside, since Jane has very kindly put in basically a shading map for us as to where those contrasts should be. Okay, and now I can also add just a tiny bit, and I think I will do this. One of the things that I know about pastels, sorry, is that you can water set them. And I know that this is not a pan pastel. This is just a regular pastel. But I do want to put a little bit of a darker purple in to an area. And so I'm going to so you put a little bit of your pastel there, grab a water brush, and you stir it basically up into a paste. And then it works pretty much just like a paint. So let me move that. It is sort of a delicate process. Excuse me. So I just want to make these a little bit darker of a purple. Excuse me. Yeah, no, you really just don't need to be in the middle of everything. You're working my last nerve, cat. Come here, sweetheart. I love you. And in order for you to preserve your life, you're going to want to get down. Yeah, there you go. As in, don't make me kill you. Yeah. I would never do that. She gets to a certain point where she just won't settle. It's like if you move, if you get up to get a cup of coffee or something like that, it's like whatever it is that you were working on is free game. And you find that she's got it pinned and held hostage. Wow. It's got some pretty heavy duty pigment in it. Just trying to, just working the pigment that's in the brush and sort of blending it out a little bit. Hopefully not ruining it, but I just bump that purple just a touch. Just along that one edge. That's not bad. Be interesting to see how it dries. And we can just fix it from wherever we are at that point. Okay, so in that case, then let's darken this one up too. As long as we're here. So it's like a jacket that she's wearing, right? And a little bit goes a really, really long way. Okay. So cool. Now, I do have a question. I wonder if does the pan pastel just by itself water set this way? Because you can set pastels with water. But they'll still rub. It's just it's really just a way to blend them down and really make them, really make them smooth. You know me, if I can put a water brush on it, it's like even better than okay. What do you think? I fall asleep on the computer until my head hits the keyboard. Bye, Cassie. Thank you for coming. You gotta leave early a bit today, okay? All right. Thanks, Melinda. Bye. All right. Am I being really boring? I'm sorry, everybody. Wow, have we really been here nearly an hour and a half? Okay. So we've seen that. And I don't know about the spots on the wings and all of that. I'll have to work all of that out. But what color should her little dress be? I think it should be green. I think it should be green like her wings, yes? Yep, it should be green. Joey, is that what you're saying? Or have I really been here an hour and a half? All right. I cannot believe that the cat actually has stayed down. Oh, hang on, guys. I left my copy sitting here and it's got those gross things in it. Hang on one second. Sweetheart, you can come back in. You just can't teach over things. Yeah, you gotta settle. Okay, there we go. That's better. Green. Okay, so green should be it. I thought so too. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I suppose so. That was my bad. I just dumped every single one of those chalk pastels. Every single one just fell out of the box. Okay. See, I did my own destroying. Let's see. Well, make her dress. Let's see here. Make her dress green, but maybe have some color coming from one side. I don't know. I'm not very good at this. Just trying to think of where the light would be. Not that it really makes that much difference, because this is away from the light. Got it there. don't know. Or digital yes, has 4 digital books. Wow. That's a great price. No, I won't. They didn't land on the floor. They landed between the computer and the printer. They fell off the printer, so the location makes them actually pretty safe. Just trying to, give a little bit of shading to that dress. Okay. Oh, let's see here. This is fun. I love her old lady stockings. Not her old lady stockings, but she's actually got garters. I just think that's hilarious. And obviously, there'll be more detail going in here. But for right now, she's looking pretty good. She's looking pretty good for an old gypsy moth or Luna moth. I am really just having a ball. I love to do stuff like this, you know that. I cannot believe I only put out one video this week, though. That will change. I've been in sort of a post-Christmas funk. Am I the only one? I could, Elizabeth, with either glitter gel pens or actually the Arteza pearl paints would work as well. To keep it all very, very pastel-ish. On the other hand, I have all of those beautiful shades of the paints, the watercolor paints that I made that I've never used yet. And I need to do that. Now, this is what I love. See how you can get a much richer depth of color with a second layer? It's almost like the pastel settles into the paper and then welcomes, more. You can't put it on right away, but you can go back and add it later. It's weird. She's a Luna diva. As long as she's not a lunatic. Sorry. Moths and ticks, and they're both insects, but never mind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they are. Her work is notoriously expensive. There's no doubt, there's no way to get around that. But it is absolutely unique, and no one else is doing anything even close to Jane's work. I have been a fan of hers since the first time I saw one of her books. I was like, literally, why are you not the most famous artist in the world? Like Dr. Seuss was famous. See, so I'm only putting one layer on this, which is why I saved it until last, because I can work the layer off the page. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to blend that out. Okay. Now, let's go with that dark, or no, that's not the purple I want, is it? No, not really. Okay. This is the purple. Put it mostly down in here. And then work this up. Okay. And then I still want to go for that darker, the darker color around in this area. Oops. This really gets easier once you sort of learn the tools a little bit. And this is all very shaded down here. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch that blue out and then see if I can't pull a little bit of that red tint in there to give it a little more purple of a feel, but it doesn't look like it's going to work that way. So we will instead pull in some more of the actual purple. I could go back to the Mangos, but I dumped them and I don't want to. They're really messy to pick up and put back, so now let me grab the green, since I think I might have screwed up by not having put it in, but no. Look, it is a strong enough color that it can actually bring itself in. Ooh, I like that. Look at how pretty it blended in a green like that. That blue. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so now bring in some more of this dark blue around in places like this underside. Not a lot. And maybe okay, so this is the interesting. Okay, so this is the phthalo blue. So if you use this phthalo blue over the bright yellow green shade, you get this gorgeous dark green. Huh. That is a good thing to know. We can work with that. Look at that. Huh. Just a hint of it. Ooh. I like that. Oh dear. I like that. I like that a lot. Looks iridescent there. Yeah, I just playing with the color really. Huh. Just playing with the color. Turning it from basically blue to green. Huh. It's fascinating. It really is sort of fascinating the way that that works. Wow. Okay. I had no idea it did that. Oh joy, whatever it is that she knocked over this time. How could you go for 6 years with a cat that barely made a sound, except when dinner time rolled around, and then it was all about meow, 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 to the little monster that lives under my roof now? You suppose she's gone senile? Is that it? I'm just, this has got just a hint of that blue, I'm just sort of rubbing it on the, on those border lines. Obviously, I will add some more green. This is just sort of a voyage of discovery, everybody. She has discovered stardom. You're right, Joey. Okay, well, wait, I want this one. Just trying to bring it back a little bit to the yellow. Undoubtedly, you could just keep working that and working it and working it until you got it exactly the way that you want it. And what I really love is these aren't super powdery either. So it's not like there's a whole lot into the actual page. So now that's interesting. Okay. So based on that theory, if I were to rub this part, I don't love it. It would turn her dress super green. How about that? Oh, I like it. Do you have a feeling that there is a lot to pan pastels that we need to learn? All of you probably know all these secrets, are laughing at me. But oh my, look at that. It's like magic. It's like magic. It turns it to green, to dark green, which y'all know is my favorite color. And here I was worried that I didn't have a green. Huh. She wants. Is that what it is, Barbara? It's not like she doesn't get plenty of attention, and most all of it is positive. I mean, she does occasionally get some negative attention, especially if she like sucks in the middle of my keyboard or something like that. And of course, she can't help that. She's a long-haired cat. She gets hairballs. I like this. I really like this. Yeah, I like that a lot. I need more. More. I need to pull more of that green in there. There we go. Okay. Yes, she's looking a little iridescent. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, grabbing the yellow green. Just to add. Make sure we're blending that out to a very soft space. Not having it be quite so. She reminds me a little of a aging flapper. There we go. That's better. Like she got drunk at the party and she can't quite find her way home. Let's see. what color should we make her her skin? So she should be I mean, you don't really want to make her is that an outfit or is she actually a gypsy moth? If she's actually a gypsy moth, then shouldn't she be green or brown or peachy or peachy? You think she should be peachy? Okay. All right, we can do peachy. We can anthropomorphize the creature. Why not? Actually, let's not start there. Let's start here. Yeah. We'll start here with the lightest. These are stockings. So they could be any color really, but okay. Thank goodness she has no hands. Now, I know there's probably a lot of you that would do more to her than that, but that's about all I'm going to do. There we go. That'll work. You've got me on the big. Oh, wow. All 2.5 inches of it. She's looking great. Yeah, but sorry. You have a 2.5 inch screen, this like this. Sorry. All right, what color? All right, I think she's got to have green antennae. Give her green antennae. Because we can't. There we go. And we're going to give her actually, she's going to get a green head. Only because I love that color so much. So we'll give her that, and then we'll take the blue. Oh, I love it. Okay. Hopefully I made it all the way around. Okay, so now, oh, wait. That's what I'm going to do here. We're going to make these yellow. Oh, did you? Okay, good. I was going to say, you guys are close enough to where you can see her, aren't you? Or do I need to? I can't imagine that I need to zoom in. Do I? Oh boy, I'll tell you what, at least it's in the bowl. Although that could be, oh, that could be a real mess. That could be a real mess though. I used to have a dog that the nothing that hung was safe. Kitchen towels, toilet paper, clothes in closets. If it hung, it was fair game. I think I just screwed up. I think I may have to come back from this. I think this is a mistake. Maybe. Yeah. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I have a tendency to work these things out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I may have to. I may have to work that out. And I don't object to those being green, but I need to go back in and restore some of the yellow. Oh, wow. I did not realize that I was right at time. Everybody, I do want to say, as always, thank you all so much for joining me today. I cannot believe that 2 hours just whizzes by like that. But I do know that there are other people who like to stream on Sunday, and I do like to not stream over them if I can possibly help it. So I do want to say thank you to everybody who has come today to spend a little time with me. Once again, I apologize that I'm having a little trouble breathing again this week. Yeah, I wish it would just settle down to be in winter here. It would be much nicer. Or get dry enough to where we don't have the mold and the mildew sort of that won't die. They could, if the cold would come along, it would kill it all and I could breathe. But anyway, thank you all for coming, and look for some videos during the week. I really will put them out. Don't forget the new drawing is available in the Etsy shop now, called Homage to the Quilt. And there'll be some more new drawings also this week. So, bye everybody. Thank you for being here. Oh, wait. Hang on.